Hello and welcome to another Wild Cafe, an energetic update of what is going on in the cosmos and this channeled transmission that is coming from the Council of the Light, from the clusters of the Arcturians and the Plaeidians, the Sirians, is aimed to help you in your journey of self-development and in enlightenment. Hopefully the messages that are being transmitted help you with regards to astrology and with regards to what is going on in the micro level and also at a macro level, so that you can make your best next decisions and your best next steps in order to create and co-create the reality of your dreams, the reality that you are here to be for, to live for, to experience. Hopefully you have tuned into our page Ashtara. We have got different services. We can help you, aid you once again in your journey of enlightenment, whether you are seeking for online courses that can be done at your own pace, or you would like to receive guided transmitted information and encodings or coded language that will allow to activate and reactivate your New Earth blueprints. We are here to assist you. And without further ado, here is the message that is channeled through for this week, for this coming 2 to 3 and once again 6 weeks. If you tuned in last week to this week's session, you will know that we are embarking in a journey and we are working with between 2 to 6 weeks, depending on the timeline that you have chosen, that you have stepped into, whether you are in your, let's say, past timeline, so in the timeline that you were currently at, or whether you have upgraded and ascended onto a different timeline, you have stepped onto a different version of yourself that allows for you to realize, manifest, and attract different dreams into your reality. Then obviously the time frames will be a little bit different for you. So welcome, dear ones. Would like to assist you and to tell you that everything is fine, that everything is working out according to plan. What this means is that from the cosmos we are able to see, to perceive those errors, those mistakes, and those paths that have been taken by the humanoids in this planet Earth, and the consequences that are being played are major. Most of you are realigning yourselves with the new current frequencies which have been upgraded, especially with the solar eclipse, as well with the lunar eclipse that happened previously this month. As always, we would like to say that we congratulate you for your inner work, for the path of enlightenment and development that you have committed yourself to working through. This is not for the light-hearted. This is a mammoth job, and some of you have been chosen to do this inner work in order to enlighten the load of others, in order to enliven up yourselves and create your dreams, which will, in essence, create a ripple effect for others. Jan tokko jarrana takeata soyoro tokiata janate ajuhata keanate ja tosso joro toka jarata tie non tuo jarata sayara tuona takeata toa että kiano tokoa sayara tokoa titi ja jaro tokoa tana. En tokoa jara notso tokiara tokoa jarata sayara toa jara titi ja no tokoa jarata Wantongan tiaro tua sairo tua hetto koa rana koa takiana tahka hakada tua kea tokoa kiana tukua wakant ja kuano kuandia tukun tesa kuareno kuatia ja tua kiaro tuana takia tokoana toku huata uko tukua jaro kiti kia tokoa tuku titia jaro tia totona ta sairo kuan tukua ja Into quanta que sero quata hiarato takeata sayarato kiatiana to quanta gian soquayarato hakiaro tuanataya. Yento quaya riato quasayarato quanataka. Ent yan quant yent one ent anskent one I on aya. Yendo quia raya roya soyoro toa yananto koyana tia toko yarata soyaratia ya toko yarato soyoro con hokwata kya tokwara tokwasa kwantu untu kwakatuku asoku atugaya fun fun. Transmissions are lethal at this point in time. They are so on point. So as long as you stay committed to your path, to your inner journey, and you let no other paths distract you. It is now very prevalent, those distractions. It is easier to get distracted if you are not focused, simply because you are learning to tune in to very different vibrations and frequencies that are coming from different realms. This means that in order for you to master it, you may be having to do different exercises in order to really clear your mind so that there are no other transmissions that are being transmitted through your vessel, and so you can eliminate any distractions so as to follow your path with the purest guidance possible. Otherwise, as you can see, there are a lot of different transmissions that are coming through. This means that if we don't choose a path, if we don't choose a lane, we can get entangled in many. There are many different agendas, and it may be tricky for you, for some of the bringers of the change who are still learning to master these vibrations, these higher frequencies that are coming through into planet Earth in the form of solar flares, in the form of the energetic upgrades in the frequencies that are happening through the solar and lunar eclipses, as well as the full and the new moons. And with this intertwining of energies coming from different planetary realms and spheres, it is tricky for you humanoids, as we have been seeing, to tune into your highest path and keep on that lane. So now you are not only distracted by your physical elements, but also by your psychic abilities or your spiritual connaissance. This means that whilst before you were able to maybe shut down your eyes and turn the world off so that you had no external stimuli affecting your vision and affecting your transmission of messages in the purest, highest essence and form, now, as you have upgraded and you are tuning in to many more different vibrations and realms, this means that there is a need for clarification so as to avoid interference with other more negative agendas. Yes, there are still negative agendas that are being played, and they are wanting us to be in the higher realms in confusion. This means that the messages that are being guided may sometimes be in confusion if you are not aware of your solid path of transmission. And so the most important thing that we can tell you now, the suggestion for these few weeks, is for you to keep your vessel very, 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 very clean, very clean, very clean, very clean, so as not to let any other interference that is coming through, even in the form of the dream world when you are asleep at night, so you can stay as clear as possible in your path. You have made a choice. You made a choice a few weeks ago. With interference, this is being tried to be pulled down. And so as long as you stay in your higher path of awareness, of enlightenment, nothing shall pass that may harm or hurt you and those who have chosen this higher path. There are about 144,000 of the bringers of the change who have activated their solar plexus and their pineal glands to a level that has yet never been reached before in this planet Earth. What this means is that we are working, you are working, we are co-creating in levels, in spheres that we have never been able to work before, previously, in other frequencies and timelines. What this means is that we are testing your ability to confide, to trust in us, your ability to trust in yourself, in your higher self, and to tune in and keep tuning in and doing the maintenance for you to reside in this higher vibration, in these higher frequencies that allows you to receive the channeled messages from the light, only from the light, from the light, only from the light. There are other darker hidden agendas and not so hidden anymore. As we said in previous sessions, the darkness is being unveiled. It is not liking it, and hence it is using any results, tools and resources in order to keep you away from unveiling that darkness. But keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. No resistance is to be allowed in the process. Keep at it, keep charging forward, unveiling the darkness, because it needs to be unveiled. It is an important process in the process of awakening for the whole of humanity, no matter how hard it is in your path at a macro or micro level to unveil that darkness, whether within yourself or whether within others who have not respected you. It is important for you to stay the course and to stay centered in that path so that you can unveil the darkness. It is very, very important that you do that. And why, you may say? Because this affects the whole collective, because this affects the consequences, because no matter what you have chosen or what you are geared to choose, if you do not unveil the darkness and you prevail in that fear or that inadequacy and belief that you are not worthy enough, then the darkness still prevails. And then we are once again still battling with love, but still battling the darker agendas. So as long as you unveil that darkness, the darkness has nowhere to hide, and with that light it can be transmuted into love. This transmutation allows for the higher frequencies once again to come into play into planet Earth. And what this means is that we can all play with higher, lighter, more loving, compassionate frequencies. We have had enough of suffering, of seeing you suffering, and as we can see and we believe, most of you, bringers of the change especially, have had enough as well. There have been plenty of lifetimes in which you have suffered, you have been burned down at the stake, you have recreated the same old patterns and models of being persecuted, of dimming your own light, of working with your own lower vibrations in order to help other people around you feel more comfortable with who they are. Enough. This is the death of that. Enough. No more of that. Ascend to your higher vibration. Ascend now. Yokiara yanata kea yaratokoa natia yarata sayaratokoa natia yatokoa. Entikia yaratokoa tata sayardina tia yatokoa yarata sayaratokoa. Entikia ratia tasoyorotokoa tia yatoto. Entikia natokoa yarataka tasoyorotokoa yaratia yato soho koatakana toa yarate yatoa yaratana tia sayarotoa yatia. Yetokoana takayarata soyoroko tokana takayatia yatoko yaranta soyoroko tokoa yaratia kuatia yatia yato soyoroko. And the message is for you to trust and reside in your current path. No matter what you have taken, this is the path that you must decide you are taking. With this, all other doors close down, and those doors that are for you are opening up. But if you are in a state of confusion, you cannot let those doors to open up. It is important for you to do that. It is important for you to do that. Maybe some of you will see butterflies as a sign, as a reflection that you have made your mind up, that this is the right, the correct path, your highest possible path, timeline, and vibration. Butterflies mean beauty, they mean transformation, they mean the necessary transmutation that the earth is going through at this point in time. We know it will take many years. We work with light years, so our time frames are very different to yours, and when we dictate or transmit any time frame, Sometimes you may get confused simply because our time frames are different to yours, and the more you work with us, the more you are able to realize what these time frames mean. Sometimes when we talk of weeks, we mean months. This is because of the exchange in the daylight, in the light years with which we work with. And so we would like to thank you for working with us. We would like to thank you for your transmission, for allowing us, this vessel, to transmit this information that is important for the masses to hear, see, perceive. Why? Because they can also connect with this. They can also connect with their own higher vibration, which allows them to be the highest channel, the highest possible vessel for us to be able to be seen and perceived. There is no more fear, no more fear, no more fear in the spiritual realm. You cannot be charged. You cannot be charged guilty. Why? Because you are unveiling the darkness into the light, and this is a process of transmutation, which means that you are divinely protected. So in the next 2 to 3 to 6 weeks, meaning up to 6 months, you are divinely and highly protected. No matter what timeline you have chosen, you can redirect again. You can choose again. Between these 6 months, you can choose again your highest possible timeline. Top it up, top it up, top it up with your existence, with your non-duality, with your single focused mind, in knowing that this is the reality that you abide by, and stick with it, stick with it, stick with it no matter what. Do not go back into the older system of the old paradigm of Earth. If you stick to the new Earth paradigm, your new encodings, your blueprints are activated and they help you ascend. So, as always, this planet has free will, and it is a matter of choice of every single individual what they decide and choose to do with their time, with their energy, with their frequency and the higher vibration. We cannot abide by any of this if you are not choosing your higher vibration. This message is especially and specifically directed to the bringers of the change, to those who have activated their pineal glands and their lower chakras in a grounded way, so as to allow them to be entitled to transmit this type of information for the new Earth. Why is this important? Well, because there has been and there still is so much confusion, especially due to the darker agendas that are trying to be hidden and that are trying to connect to you and to drain your energy in order to keep you in your lower path. We do not want this, and this is why we are connecting with vessels such as this one in order to transmit the weekly, frequently information in order for you to stay on track. Even the codings, the light language that is being transmitted is for your own health, for your own benefit, for your own transformation and transmutation, and know that you also can do this. You still can do this at any given point in time between now and the next 6 weeks, 6 months. There is no problem. There is no problem at all. Simply shift the older vibration, let it go, release it, relinquish it, and it will disappear. Believe in us. It will simply disappear, vanquish, vanish, go away. You do not have to do anything, but remain in the frequency of God, but remain in your highest frequency. Once you have chosen, you have made your choice, you remain in this vibration, and the older frequencies cannot prevail. They cannot remain. They cannot stick onto you. Keep doing your inner work, doing your inner work, doing your inner work. Just like you take a shower every day, or 2 showers a day, you can do the same with your energetic cleansing. Do the same with your energetic cleansing, energetic cleansing, energetic purging, so that you smudge, you create yourself a safe temple in which only the highest possible transmission of frequencies and vibrations are allowed in and through this vessel. We hope that this message has been beneficial for your own awakening and path of enlightenment. As always, we have more information that we would like to transmit. Please feel free to get in touch base with this vessel, Ashtara, so that you are able to receive the light codes, the transmitted information that you are personally needing at a very personalized level, so as to ascend, reconnect, reactivate, and ground in a process of embodiment the codes of the new Earth blueprint that are here for you to achieve. Simply because this is what allows you to tap in and tune into your dream life, your dream partner, your wealth, your health, your abundance, your love, with no other interference but that which you put between you and God. As always, we will be back here with you next week. We hope you have a beautiful week. Ahava, blessings to you. Namaste. Connect with your higher source. This is what we ask for you for these coming weeks, 2-3 weeks if possible. Connect to your higher self and you will be able to receive the transmitted information that is necessary for you, for the bringers of the change, to keep in this higher path of awakening, of awareness, so as to influence in a positivity and positive light the masses. Thank you. With love.